Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be reviewing one of Sheperd's games where he plays Select PROT versus Father Nicholas Winter Blues DOT. This is a request made to me by Shep, and we're going to be analyzing the teams, the decisions that Shep makes, and how to play that team theoretically, as well as a practical example at the end of the lesson. So Shep's playing Select PROT, which is this thing right here, and Father Nicholas is playing Winter Blues DOT. The idea for Shep's team is to reduce direct damage with Bulwark of Light and to do a lot of backline stress DOT. While this is happening, you want to sustain longer than your opponent and then convert into a winning endgame with your Crusader and your Grave Robber. This team is really good versus direct damage, and its matchup versus Winter Blues DOT is one of the hardest that you can play with this team, because this team doesn't do direct damage. This team is built to do damage over time. So the idea here is to get DOT invested early on the first 3 rounds. And with this, I mean, you want to do as much DOT as possible, because on round 4 and 5, you want to have the whole enemy team dropping if possible, so that you can convert with some Qs here, and then just play out the later stages of the match with the Shield Breaker, the Flagellant, and maybe the Antiquary. So a couple key points here. For Shep, we have Rancid Cure-All on the mana arms. He's playing this trinket, and I highly advise playing this trinket on this comp, because this comp is already very good versus direct damage, and the Crusader here helps a lot versus stress teams that do both AoE stress as well as a bit of DOT with his stress heal. But the mana arms really benefits from Rancid here, as well as guarding the Grave Robber when possible to increase the DOT resistances on her. Flagellant's Reclaim is also very important for this team. You want to do as much damage as possible to their backline and possibly kill one of them, but you also want to keep your Grave Robber alive, because your Flagellant does not have punish. So you want to be kind of aggressive early with the Flagellant, and then mid-game start converting into a more defensive approach with him, because he's going to be just a support late. And the Crusader is the contrary. Crusader goes full support early game, dropping Bulwark and heal, stress heal. And then later on, he becomes the carry with Zealous Accusation. For Father Nicholas' side, we have Shield Breaker with Puncture. That's a very hard counter to this thing, because you break the guards and you pull the Grave Robber, threatening to pull her to position 1, for example, and just making her life miserable. For this thing, Harvest is very important. If you can drop Ballad and then 2 to 3 harvests, the Jester basically did his job. You don't need him to drop Finale to win with this comp. The idea is, if you've done 2 to 3 harvests, by round 4 or 5, you're going to have the whole enemy team dropping. And then you want to play out the game with your Festering Vapors and rolling for those 50-50s with the finisher on the Antiquarian. Alright, quick bonus here. So we have these 2 trinkets for the Antiquarian, Materia Pestis and Tears of the Lost. This one does a little bit more DOT and increases the blight chance, and this one gives you a little bit more regen, decreases stress taken, and increases virtue chance. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments, which one of those 2 trinkets do you guys think the Antiquarian should take as well as the finisher? That makes the most sense with the idea of the team. Coming up, we're going to be analyzing the match, not its entirety, but we're going to be going over a few rounds that I think are key points for the match. Alright,
Okay, I'm
so
glad I
here
brought
we are.
mindset.
We're looking at shot play on this side versus Father Nicholas for the matchup that we had theoretically analyzed before.
Yeah, this is still really bad, but maybe it's doable now.
Let's see
This
what
looks
he decides
like...
to do.
No, you still drop Bulwark, even in a situation.
Correct. You still drop Bulwark. Since the whole idea of this team is to drop your team, even if it's 1 to 2 damage every harvest, every puncture, every festering, this still reduces a lot of damage and has a lot of value to drop.
Like this, right? Because like Bulwark is just really handy overall. Yeah, I still drop Bulwark here.
Okay,
killing this backline before they can do much.
Father Nicholas goes for Ballad, which is standard. If the other team has any dodge, you drop Ballad. If you're playing versus WD, for example, then you maybe go for Harvest right away.
But of course, because they want to hit my Grave Robber. Makes sense, makes sense.
Shep immediately goes for the command, and this is very good. You cannot guard the Grave Robber, and you did go first, so they have extra dodge. So what you want to do is you want to command here to increase the chances of hitting their backliners, which both have some dodge on them.
And now it is time. Let's go command buff. Yeah, weird that I still go like Bulwark against like damage from defense from favor.
As expected. Here, there are two ideas. You could go for darts with the Grave Robber. The problem with this is she could be pulled. But you could theoretically go for darts and take the Reign of Sorrows damage on these two characters here and maybe drop a Reclaim on this turn on the Man-at-Arms, and then first move or from 2 you go Shadow Fade with the Grave Robber.
It's like against the potential
However,
blow
what
from
Shep
it
does
is
here
generally
is
just gonna be good.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna.
The other idea is more of a optimization idea, because right now they're going to have extra 15 dodge from the going second buff, and this way you are taking Reign of Sorrows to your Grave Robber, so you most likely want to drop or Reclaim with your Flagellant on this turn.
Out of Fate. They're gonna try to go Reign of Sorrows. They're probably gonna hit. They're probably not gonna get all the DOTs, and we're just gonna go Reign of Sorrows ourselves, and we're gonna shred this backline.
They go for
no point going
here.
Like old.
The idea here is Father Nicholas is playing a very good mind game here. He's playing Festering first instead of going Reign of Sorrows first, because if Shep saw that the Grave Robber would be taking, let's say, the 6 DOT per turn here, he might have been incentivized to drop the Reclaim. The way that Father Nicholas played this,
Claim defensive, because I just don't think it's gonna work out against Adder's Jester. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out against
there's the mistake.
The full DOT team.
It pays out,
so
because
we have to
hits, but those were 60 and a 70% to hit. Instead of dropping the Reclaim on the Grave Robber, that's about to take the Reign of Sorrows from Father Nicholas.
We have to do our own pressure here. We have to do our own pressure.
Very unlucky to not get the Blight and the Bleed on
I'm gonna go for another
Jester.
buff. Screw it. Oh.
But the idea here is you drop a Reclaim with your Flagellant, and then as the DOT on the Grave Robber piles up, then you use Toxin Trickery, and then you have more dodge. They have no other way to increase dodge, to increase accuracy after dropping Ballad, so she becomes even harder target to hit. And then you have a lot of regen on her again that's going to bring her HP bar back up.
Why does he keep getting crit?
So for round 1, the idea here mainly was maybe darts with the Grave Robber and wait for the Flagellant turn here, and Reclaim instead of Reign of Sorrows on the first turn.
Of Sorrows? It's like, you won the last match because of those crit Reign of Sorrows.
Okay, Shep doubles down on going aggressive here with another command buff.
It's horrible. He's gonna go Adder's.
The problem with this is this Grave Robber is taking DOT, and this Flagellant is not.
It's on me now. Please fail it. Come on.
So you're not
Remember Gonzo saying crit Adderskiss? Yeah, there you go.
pushing
See,
the
Gonzo, you
damage on
got your
your
crit
team
Adderskiss.
to
Are you
the
happy?
character
Are
that
you
wants to
happy?
take
Okay, crit rain, good
That's the
DOTs
whole
being
power
dealt.
of
I can sustain
Reclaim.
easier than he can. So if I can kill these characters...
And the problem is you don't want to have your Flagellant as your last character for this team, because your Flagellant does not have Punish. You cannot convert with him later.
I'm
You
going to be
need
able
to
to
keep the
stay
Grave
alive with
Robber
these
and the
three, and we're
Crusader
going to be able
alive.
to win this. I have an Adderskiss. No, I don't have an Adderskiss. I have a
Okay,
double...
goes for the Grave Robber turn after taking the... After Father Nicholas acted with the Shield Breaker, which is very good.
Command buff infused panic darts coming down on this Jester.
Here
8
we
damage.
see
Also
very good targeting by Shep. He's deciding to go for the Jester, which is the character that you want to focus down when you're playing versus Winter Blues DOT. Because the Harvest is very powerful, the Finale is very scary, and if you can kill the Jester fast, it's very good for you.
A lot more. I was hoping for like a crit 13, but I'll take 8 damage, I suppose. He does have Tears of...
Let's see.
It's fair. It's fair, but it also means that my Crusader is going to be able to survive a lot longer than he would otherwise. No shot!
I don't mean to be rude, but it's flat out a mistake by Father Nicholas, because he could be... This Grave Robber is unguarded, has no reclaims, going for the Crusader here that has 70 bleed res is kind of throw, not gonna lie.
Fuck, he's gonna be trying to finale my Crusader now.
But you guys see, this is like the third game of their best of 3. Stress gets to you. You don't always see the best play as possible. And Father Nicholas is a great player. I don't mean any disrespect here.
Ow.
Okay,
we have
Shep
to
drops
healing.
the heal. This is very
sucks.
good.
No way he gets that
is a
bleed.
support character on the early
What
game.
damn crit Rain of Sorrows?
And
Also, there goes my monetization. Like, just threefold gone. My monetization.
Father Nicholas
you silly Sheperd
goes
Doggy.
darknez.
The poor
threatening to go finale. Okay, I'm going to take a quick cut here. Alright, we're back with the mid game. I skipped round 3 because I want to keep this kind of short. But basically, Shep kept going aggressive on the Father Nicholas backliners, but he also didn't drop any reclaims. So his Grave Robber, his Man at Arms, and even his Crusader to a certain degree are all taking a lot of duty. These 2 rounds now that we're going to see, round 4 and 5, are crucial for Father Nicholas. Let's see how he plays those.
On this.
Shep is doing something that's very good, which is looking at the DOT numbers.
I hate this.
It's very rough to play versus DOT when you didn't drop the reclaims, because the Flagellant has no access to his heals right now, and all the characters are very close to dropping.
I'm gonna... no. Rain of Stars first? Oh...
Even though I disagreed with the way that Shep played the early game, since he already took this line of ideas, now the best thing for him is to double down those ideas and to go aggressive on their backliners.
Oh, I'm gonna go Rain of Sorrows first, because they're gonna try to pull me. I'd rather use my turn here. Okay, good hit, juicy hit. It's gonna counter the healing on this Flagellant for the meantime, so he's not gonna, like... Which they don't seem to be wanting. I mean, I was aware that they could go Pierce. Oh, puncture on the Man at Arms.
To be honest, I really don't see the idea here after the Flagellant has already gone for the Rain of Sorrows. Now he probably want to drop a darts on this Jester to keep DB checking him. With this team, you don't need to kill them by stress. You can kill them by just applying DOT and then death blow checking your opponent.
Now I can go command buff, right? Now you can get the Sheriff.
Command is also...
Wait, no, now you can get the Marshal.
Good.
Now you can get the Marshal. Okay.
If Father Nicholas had gone for, let's say, puncture on the Grave Robber, or...
Born Again Jester.
Yeah, or even, let's say, a Rain of Sorrows, then the Antiquarian could be using her turn to threaten to get that death blow on the Grave Robber.
Mr. Jester, come on. She's gonna regen her way out of this door soon.
Okay,
Please don't
another
get the
faster.
dot. Okay, misses. That's good. Wow, failed 2 blights. That's
very lucky for Shep
double
here.
panic darts. Yes, juicy, juicy. Big. No more finale, which means I can possibly just infinitely sustain.
So, for round 4 and 5, which is usually when you want to be winning with this thing, Father Nicholas had some hard time converting, and Shep now has the upper hand on this match. What he needs to do is to start healing with the Crusader, dropping regions, maybe a Toxic Trickery with this Grave Robber, because now Father Nicholas has less firepower to keep applying DOT, and then after Shep stabilizes it, then he can go aggressive again and finish the match.
In here, because of the no finale with my Crusader and my Flagellant.
Rain.
With a combination.
Expected.
Still alive. I have 3 command buffs. 3 command buffs. Rah!
Okay.
Okay, no.
This is not the idea here. You keep your Crusader about to drop, even though he has a lot of blight on him at this point, but you don't help your Men-at-Arms, you don't help your Grave Robber, and you might have given Father Nicholas a Flagellant heal here, which is very bad.
I really wanted a crit Zealous there, but I'll take this.
Let's see what happens now.
They click their Flagellant, anti-coins, anti-suit, anti-Q. Good dodge. Yeah, you wouldn't even do 2 because of the PROT. I told you the PROT was.
Another idea here might have been to act with the shield breaker first, because then you have 2 turns where you can DB check both of these characters.
Good. Okay, I have to. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Let's see
I
what
see
you
it.
see,
I see it. 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 I have to go for it. I'm gonna suffer this sword check here going for this, but
okay.
I think it's worth it.
Because
my Crusader can only heal 1 person.
I think right now Shep should be doing as I said previously. Dropping reclaims, healing, stabilizing the position.
And I have 2 dropping to 0. My Crusader can only heal 1 person, but I have to do this. I have to go for the killing shots here. If I get rid of this anti-quern, I don't know if I should.
Okay, Puncture is good here. Drops her to 0.
Wait. I can make her go afflicted and then I'll have 20 PROT. Wait, it's her turn. But if I don't go for the kill here, she takes covers. Let's make her go afflicted. Come on, panic darts. Big panic darts.
Okay.
Oh, no
Risking the Grave Robber dying here is questionable.
Well, she might go virtuous.
Let's
damage.
See.
And not while she's not going first. So she might still do damage with the Festering Vapors. It's Father Nicholas, so he's gonna go for it. Yeah.
Okay, Shep has the memo of his opponents.
Okay, does damage, but doesn't get the kill. That's great for me.
Now you need to heal the Grave Robber with the Crusader, and
I still have 2 counters dropping to this, so
maybe a command or a bolster here.
Ideal.
Very good.
And then I'm maybe either gonna Bellow, or
heals the Grave Robber,
it's either a
which
Bellow
is good.
or another guard.
Gets a crit heal on the Crusader.
Yeah, either a Bellow or another guard.
And now you guys
PROT,
can see, if Shep drops a regen here, then a redeem, heals with the Crusader, there's not enough firepower here anymore to keep these characters down in HP. And then he will have enough tempo to convert into offense again and just take the match away.
I mean, I still have
less move here.
Move, right? Yeah, let's go now. 50-50.
He could have gone for bolster. I think trying to win by stress here is not ideal. I think bolster is better because they don't have any other ways to increase accuracy anymore. Bolster is better to later combo with the Toxic Trickery on the Grave Robber. Alright guys, I'm not gonna go over the late game here because basically it's very long and I think kind of tedious. And the idea is Shep still has some issues with dropping Reclaim on his late game carries and transferring the power, the aggressive power from the Flagellant onto the Grave Robber and the Crusader. Dropping reclaims on these 2 characters is very important. Healing with the Crusader is very important. Alright, so now we're going to be playing one game of Silent PROT on the ladder versus a DOT team. What up, what up? I'm back with the gameplay here. So we're going to play Silent PROT versus Zombie Killer, played by toughtful himself. He has Rhinoceros and he also has Hemlock Jester, so that's a tough matchup for us. We have to be very careful with this Jester. Both here is good because of the Arbalist, the Jester, Crusader. The amount of damage that this skill reduces during the home match is enormous. Okay. We have to be very careful here. We want to guard to prevent the DOT from Ring of Sorrows, but we also have to be very careful with our flagellant here. I think guarding the Grey Robber first is correct here. Prevent more DOT, and then we'll go from there. Later down the match, this guard is probably going to have to shift my flagellant because it's going to be focused down, and then I'm going to have to use Toxin Trigger. Dark side here is a little weird. Only because he's trying to go for Holonails on my flagellant.
Act now.
Move crit.
Inspiration and improvement.
Focusing the Arbalist down first.
The buffoon is flummoxed.
Okay. That's a little bit weird, but I'm going to repeat here. Managing to say the rest, so weird. Okay. Okay. Because of the way that my opponent has acted, I don't think I'll need to swap the guards right now. I'm just gonna panic darts him again. One more and he's hit and he's afflicted. Let's see. Okay, another point.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Doesn't get the bleeds because we do have Rancid. Very good trinket. Right now, we're going to just look at the Crusader.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Okay.
Now,
we probably want to guard again here. Increase our PROT and our HP. Make the finale most likely not a kill, and then we're probably going to reclaim once again on this Matter Arms. And now, since we're going to reclaim, we're approaching our redeem. We want to make use of our redeems because we delay the match and it becomes very rough for our opponent after a certain point. They have to get a kill by maximum round 4 here. Okay, so they're threatening to finale right now. And they might do another here. What I think I'll do is I'll click and come in here. Maybe bellowing was good here, but I think command is also very good. Let's see. Goes for the
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Always looking at the DOT and the region that I have to see if I'm going to be able to keep my mana arms healing. If he can take a DB. For now I'm going to pressure his armors. It's an affliction and she's dropping. So no offensive turn for her most likely.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge into madness. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness
Okay,
reveal
pass is
themselves.
very good for us. I'm just gonna click with the Crusader. And I'm going to heal the arms. Nothing fancy, just delaying. Okay, I have my redeem available now. They're doing 10 here. I'm probably going to redeem my mana arms. I can DB check her once here. Yeah.
Struck.
That's lucky on my end, but at the same time, this matchup was, I was already winning very hard here. Now we click,
And now the true test. Hold
and
fast
we drop
or expire.
our fat heal. And now, we're going to try to do convert here. Now, without the Arbalest, our Grave Robber is very safe here. We can go for more Rain of Sorrows here. You have command buffs, yeah, for 2 rounds. Right now, what I think I'll do is focus on the Crusader. Because the Jester can kill one character, but after that, it's just going to be the Crusader that can do the heavy lifting. Blight is also very, very good versus Crusader. Richthofen playing this team is like me playing darKnez and Riz. That's his baby, his most played. Punish. 19 and 4. We're dropping next round. Okay. What I think we'll do
Reveling throne
now
demands
is
portion.
just heal our Fledgland. 19 and 4, that's 23. We're not going to save him from dropping, but we don't mind if we have to just drop another redeem. If we have to drop another redeem by round 5, my opponent is very much cooked. Okay, so we're just gonna switch cards now. Grave Robber is very much safe. We're trying to just avoid the stun here. Mindfully, we're taking more DOT here now. I'm gonna click her. Since the Crusader hasn't acted, more stress on him, and more DOT.
Frustration and fury, more destructive than 100 cannons.
Third stab here. 19 and 4. Tell you what, we could go for here. Is a command. Heal on the mana arms, and then I exsanguinate on the Jester just for the Yatans. Okay. Just gonna go with drums, yep. Since this Crusader is liquid, he has less blade rest.
Perched at the very precipice.
We're gonna drop
of
the
oblivion.
thing here. For the pressure. Yeah. Even if we didn't get the blade, it would be good. Mindfully looking at the guard here.
How quickly the tide turns.
Sorrows, hits. Since we don't want to take more DOT with the mana arms on this turn, we're gonna put him guard again, because he can go just harvest again. So we're minimizing the duty that we're taking on this turn. You try to do that. You try to minimize the duty that you take on one turn and maximize the duty that you're taking. Right now I don't try to maximize the duty on this Crusader, because he's going to be dropping and want to maybe DB check him. Okay, my Fledgling is dropping, so we're going to just give him. We're probably going to go Burn of Sorrows and Darts here.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Tries to guard break. Only one stun trinket here. Tell you what, I want to go for this Chester. Now, we could go for this, but this is not a guarantee. Or we could just nullify the Rhinoceros pressure on my Grave Robber. And I think that's the better move. Okay. Rough, yeah. GG's to my opponent. Unfortunate, I feel badges that I've gotten during the match, but the idea is that you try to maximize the healing power of your Fledgling. So, see you guys in the next video.